So I finally put down Bete Noire, which is a 23 7A kind of test piece at Froggatt. Pretty popular climb, has one set of hard moves in it and then the rest is fairly easy. It starts off on the ledge next to Ma Garta La Narta, and basically you go up on a few small holds. From them small holds and making the first few clips, you make a fairly big move up to kind of a ledge jug thing. It's not the greatest hold, but it's the best hold on the climb. From there you need to get your feet into a high foot position, kick your right foot out, and there's a few different chalked holds for that foot. Some people like to drop knee and cross over. From this one I go left hand on the ledge, left hand on the ledge, and then right foot over, come up to a little 2-finger pocket, and then bump to kind of a letterbox hold Gaston, which I then wriggle my 3 fingers right into and then pull nice and close to the wall, and then just use the pockets to traverse just out to the right up to the next clip. This one has been I think this one has been my bogey climb of Froggatt, one of the last 23s I've got to put down here, and it's taken a lot of attempts. I've fallen a lot on the crux move, and worked out it's more to do with footwork and foot placement than anything else. Today I haven't been on this climb in probably about 8 or 9 months, and because I just didn't like the crux move of it. I wasn't strong enough to do it, or didn't think I was. So I've kind of steered clear of it, but yesterday Richard jumped on it and got me absolutely psyched on it. So I thought I'll give it a burn yesterday, and it went down in a couple of sections yesterday, and then today, this morning, first time it went down. It was a good climb, but I think there's definitely better 23s at Froggatt. It's not my most favourite of climbs, but it is very picturesque, especially with the nice backdrop and stuff like that. Yeah, lots of falls on that crux section. I think height on this one is a bit of a disadvantage. It's a bit of a short person climb in my view, with the fancy footwork you have to do around the crux section. I've seen shorter people do it and they seem to not struggle at all with these moves, because they can maybe keep a bit closer to the wall and their gangly legs aren't pushing them off the wall. But in some of the other sections, the height is definitely an advantage, like the start section and making your way to the ledge. Height is definitely an advantage, and power is an advantage. But then, yeah, just dialing that crux move in is where it's at. Yeah, it was a difficult climb, and a lot of people say very difficult for the grade. Probably when you actually do it, I mean, being that it's only a couple of difficult moves, it's graded probably quite well. I would say it's on the stiff end of 23, but I think jumping on it kind of after the warm-up first thing this morning was definitely a good way to go. And a lot of climbs when you do them, you think they feel easy once you make the send, but I think in this case, it still didn't feel easy for me. It still felt pretty stiff. This is best when the sun is not directly on the wall, so I would say it's a great autumn sort of climb. When you've got nice shaded areas, the rock's really dry. If you do this during winter, warm up really well first, because you're going to be pulling hard on them tendons on these pockets, especially if it's at your limit.
In your opinion, if you were to train specifically for this climb, what would you be training?
Keeping your hips close to the wall. Keeping your hips close to the wall and training footwork. Do lots of traverses. And if you were hangboard training, 2-finger pockets. I think this climb is full of 2-finger pockets. It's a great one to train for that. Cool. And the shots you can take of climbers on this piece of rock is pretty amazing. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Just very sharp. That rips your skin off.